Hi, it's Garnet again, and this is going to be part two of why I love the Brain Gym. Part one was about the exercise aspect, coordination, flexibility, endurance, and strength. This is about the Brain Gym section number two, I guess you could say, the 7 major resting state brain networks, the brain network reinforcements. These exist at one level of demand. There's no foundation, intermediate, advanced. They have a great deal of design complexity. They're derived from leading edge neuroscience research. And I think you'll just see the list if you go into the Brain Gym. The big 3 I would say are the default mode, the cognitive control, and the limbic system. The tango partners are the dorsal and ventral attention networks, and then you've got the visual network and the somatomotor network. Now, why are these important? These are important because, and you can read the description of each one, I'm not going to bother with that right now. They are the fundamental organizers of specific areas of brain function. As networks, they bring in team players, certain parts of the brain that each have their own specific localized function, come together as a network and provide the capacity for the brain to go almost instantly from one state to another efficiently. Now, here's a little bit of a depth appreciation. I would suggest that you look at the video where I explore the stable and unstable aspect of the brain. This goes together with this, so it's kind of like a partner video. Check that one out, stable, unstable. But the idea is that the brain does exist mostly in a stable state. That's what allows you right now to be listening and watching this video and actually making sense of it. Because that's what the brain fundamentally tries to do, turn nonsense into sense, turn meaningless into meaningful, to turn signal into noise. And that stable state is what lets us do everything as we walk around in this life without falling over, bumping into walls, and not understanding what somebody means when they talk, and more and more. However, this stable state, which is a result of any one of these brain networks, does shift positively, sometimes negatively I might add, in pathologies, but shifts positively into destabilized or unstabilized state. And this is where the brain mind has an opportunity to experience normal information in novel ways, uncommon ways, the non-ordinary ways. And in that zone, the possibility of gathering new information that then when it moves back into the stable state, I say it's like panning for gold. Mostly a lot of sand, but there is the possibility of nuggets of gold, that you take those nuggets of gold, the valuable insights and experiences that can happen in the unstable state. Now, unstable sounds bad. It's not bad, although it can be if it persists for too long, like in certain mental pathologies like schizophrenia or dementia and so on. But it's not a bad thing in and of itself. As a matter of fact, it's a good thing. Now, why use in the Brain Gym the brain network reinforcements? You use them so that the brain exercises the capacity to recreate on demand that network function, so that when it goes unstable and then returns to stable, that when it returns to the stable, it returns into a well-exercised, fortified brain network dynamic. So you can see that, if it leaves stability to go unstable, but then tries to come back, but that stable network is not well fortified, then it can come back to a confusion. It can come back to a series of actions which really kind of are like a wobbling, it's, I don't know, it's like spinning round and round and round to disorient and destabilize the brain, but then when you come back, it takes a long time to regain your stability from that vertigo state. Whoa. And it may take an hour or two, and that's not so good. So this is a deeper understanding in the brain gym of one of the reasons why you want to fortify the resting state networks, why you want to spend time using those in the gym, so that later when you go into the brain skills, and the brain skills will move in and out of stable, unstable, that they take you through learning processes, probability states, that brain network that is involved in that, it can let go of itself, it can become unstable, and then return to stability because it's exercised that ability of knowing itself. So this is even though I'm going to put this in the beginners category in the playlist for the YouTube channel, Neurolite Garnet, why I'm putting it here is because I want you from the very beginning, although you may not understand deeply the reasoning for it, I want you understanding from the beginning that in the brain gym, using the resting state networks, using the brain reinforcements, gives you the ability to move into higher demand skills, gives you the ability to go into learning processes a lot more successfully. And as I'd mentioned in the part 1, there is a document. It's yours, it's free. It's called the Neurolite Practical Guide for Beginners. And in that document, which is yours for the asking, if you don't have it, contact me at theneurolite@gmail.com, that's email, or your Neurolite ambassador should be giving that to you anyway and using that to help you learn. Anyway, in the Neurolite Practical Guide for Beginners document, there are full programs using the brain gym that will incorporate some of the exercises that I talked about in part 1 with these brain network reinforcements. You have a tremendous advantage with the Neurolite to have the brain gym, and the more you use it for the purposes that fit for you or those that you're helping, believe me, the better things are going to be in general. You'll notice them accumulating day after day, and it makes using the brain skills so much more effective. My last comment is that, okay, this is August, 26 or something, 2017. When the Neurolite was first made, of course, I began to use it. I began to use it like any other person, just because I did all the creative designs and compositions and so on, and the trainings like this. It doesn't mean like I'm some special person that I jump immediately to the most advanced brain skills sessions. I spent the first couple of months almost exclusively working in the brain gym, and everything got better for me. Right at this point, I'm 67, almost 68 in a week. But the point is that I'm a person that has needs and limitations. I need to build up my brain, although I have to say whatever this brain-mind thing is, it's working well. I give a lot of credit to the Neurolite, and not specifically to very, fascinating brain skills sessions, although they are. I give a lot of credit to working in the brain gym for the first few months. It really made a big difference, and I think it can to you as well. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.